Hi everybody, welcome. I'm Ray and this is Raven's Whisper. Today I thought I did a reading. I actually pulled cards for a reading and sat with them for a while, and I thought we'd start with an oracle card which I pulled. Tonight's card that came up is what is already with you. Isn't that beautiful? What is already with you? So let's see. You hold in your hand that which you seek. In other words, the pair of spectacles you've been rummaging around the house for are sitting on top of your head. What you are seeking, perhaps by exploring far and wide, is actually right under your nose. You might not like this idea. It is so much more wonderful to imagine there is something yet to find. Of course, there is unlimited creative potential and always something more that can be, yet in this instance, it's important for you to know that you already have what you need and what you want. This doesn't mean it's the end of the story, although it does ask you to give up the fantasy that a perfect solution lies in the future somewhere else. Instead, it asks you to acknowledge that everything necessary for success is with you now. All you need do is accept this and act with what you have available to you. This is good news. The particular chapter has a happy ending in store. Well, that's good news. That ending will become real for you just as soon as you stop trying to skip forward to the next chapter. Oh, we have to be in the now. Better to be completely present in the now. From here, the next phase will naturally happen without force on your part. It might not seem like you have much to start with. Perhaps you feel that all you have is small, simple choice to make. Perhaps you have a song to begin, an email to send, a conversation to start, or a sketch to let loose. However small, it is enough to get the ball rolling. Don't make the mistake of believing that what you need is behind you, lies with another, or is yet to appear. You have all that you need to take the next step in your life, and from that all else will flow. And there is a sweetness to that. It is a small pleasure at first, but one from which a greater pleasure can unfurl. The message is amplified if you have the oracle also comes with special guidance for you. You are more than ready than you think you are. You are more prepared than you realize. You don't need an entire army of resources to move ahead, although you may find that when you do move, many resources suddenly become apparent and appear. All that you need in this moment is just one sweet act of nourishment. That is enough to take you out of backwards nostalgia or regret and forward into what is awaiting you now. Be brave, dig deep within, and enjoy the sweet surrender. Move forward, even if it's a small step, it's a step forward. And that's how you build momentum. You just start with one small step. Wow, that was really good. Very, very deep. We all have everything that we need right here. Okay, so let's get moving here with this. With your reading. All right, so I am doing the Celtic Cross style reading. And the first card I pulled was the Ace of Swords, which is your present current energy. It's air. To me, it means victory. You're victorious, or you currently have been victorious and triumphed over difficult situations. It's a really great way to start a reading for the current energy. It's very positive and upbeat, and I really like that. Let's just see what the book has to say. All right, let's take a look here. I'll put the book up, the card up. Against the backdrop of a stormy sky, an ornate golden sword encrusted with jewels hangs in the heavens. Surrounded by a blue ribbon, the streamers symbolize triumph and celebration. What a wonderfully powerful card this is. When the Ace of Swords appears, it signifies victory over difficulties. In order to do so, you will use great reserves of inner strength and clarity of thought, so your success is well deserved. The Ace of Swords represents a great force of strength and inner power, showing you have the ability to overcome setbacks and adversity. This is a card of victory and triumph through one's own actions. What a great What a great card. It starts to start off with. It follows the Oracle card that came up as well. Sorry about that. I dropped the next card. All right, so that's really uplifting and positive. We're gonna reach victory. We're gonna be successful in our goal, whatever that goal may be. So that's a good way to start for the present and current energy. All right, so second position, we have the Knight of Swords. To me, this, the Knight of Swords, very swift, quick movement, sometimes can create, you know, if we move too quickly, things happen too quickly for us, it can sometimes create a little confusion, lack of clarity, but also it's helpful if you are starting a new project. The Knight of Swords says that you're going to have strength, and that this being in the helpful energy, challenging energy, you recently may have started a new project and you are building momentum with whatever you are doing. Very much like the Oracle card, if you've started a new business or just have some goal that you set and you've started to work on. The Knight of Swords usually symbolizes that you're gaining momentum. You might not be in the place that you picture yourself being with the project completely. It hasn't come to fruition, but at least you know you're off to a good start, and that you know, the momentum is with you, and that's all very, very good. So the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Let me look it up in the book here, see what it might say. There we go. The Knight of Swords. I'll hold it up so you can see it too. These cards are really, 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 really beautiful. This knight is the only one showing his sword, representing his ability to take fearless action. His sword is raised to an observant owl, representing wisdom. The job of the Knight of Swords is to teach us to use discernment, to see things as they really are, and to have the strength to deal with them appropriately. Since doing so is difficult when we feel highly charged emotionally, it can create feelings of turmoil instead. The energy brought by this knight is so swiftly moving that it may feel chaotic due to the speed at which events unfold and the feelings of confusion that this sometimes can create. Sometimes his swift-moving action is a necessary requirement as it brings about better circumstances. Things are always working out for us. There is a great deal of strength offered by this knight, which can be advantageous, so you need to be ready to ride with the changes he brings. All right, so something's about to change. Very interesting. Okay. In the third position, which is the past issues and the basis of the situation, we got the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. In their past, you may have had a time where you felt very much alone, where you've had to comfort yourself, possibly rely only on yourself. You had to stand on your own 2 feet, stand up for yourself probably. Yeah, you had to take care of yourself, and you felt very much alone in a situation, possibly. But we are never really completely alone, are we? We have the moon, representing love, and the owl sitting on the windowsill there, which to me means that a reminder that Source, our Creator God, is always with us, as our spirit guides and universal forces, angels, and they are always with us. We are never truly, truly alone. But this here in the reading really gets me feeling like we felt very much alone, like we had to stand alone and sometimes crawl ourselves to, up out of a hole. We had to dig our way up and out. That's what I'm feeling with this card. So let's look it up and see what the book has to say for the Nine of Swords. Which in itself can be extremely empowering. When you do reach the top of that hole that you were in, and you realize that, you didn't have anyone else to pull you up and out, that you pulled your own self up and out, that is extremely empowering. Okay, so the Nine of Swords. Let's see what the book has to say. All right, so what a beautiful card, too. Oh, I resonate with this one deeply. Been there myself. So, yeah. She who kneels before God can stand before anyone. That's what right now it looks like she might be having a difficult time, not remembering that she has spirit and God and people to help her and assist her. And let's see what the book says. The woman depicted in this card appears to be trying to comfort herself. She sits upright in bed as if a bad dream has awakened her, or perhaps she is unable to sleep due to her troubled thoughts, symbolized by the nine of swords, crossed and suspended before her. In the window, we see an owl observing her. Owls are commonly associated with wisdom, and definitely spirit guides, angels are with her, watching her, probably sending her little messages to know that, you're not alone. You're never really, truly alone. And I learned from my situation, which this reminds me of, I was very much alone, and I had to rely on my faith and pull myself up and out. And it is extremely empowering. The strength I've gained from doing so, liberating, absolutely liberating. So keep going. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Keep going. The next card would be the fourth card, which is the Two of Wands. And it is the immediate past. It's in the immediate past position, Two of Wands, which means to me that something new has started in the immediate past. You started some new creative project. I thought we talked about that already. But you're taking that leap forward. You're stepping out, coming outside of your world that you've been in, and just trying something new to see where that'll take you. Let's see what the book has to say. The Two of Wands. We see a young man facing two wands that are now firmly placed in the ground, showing that his project has become more established. He looks between them, far beyond, into the horizon, contemplating his future plans. The vegetation is healthy, lush, and vibrant, which brings a sense of optimism. Sounds like the road is wide open for him or her. The two deer gazing back at him with equal contemplation mirror the two wands. Two can symbolize the possibility of an outside influence, perhaps in the form of a partnership. The fork in the road shows future choices and decisions that will need to be made as the current progresses. Having moved forward from the energy and ideas that the ace brought, the Two of Wands shows that the initial stages have progressed to get the project off the ground. While the ace is a wonderful card in theory, it cannot become significant if the energy is not manifested into reality. So you've been thinking in the past, contemplating about starting something new, and now you've actually started it. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep trying. And the momentum is gaining, as we heard from the prior card. So you're definitely look like you're on the right. You're going in the right direction, and moving forward. And I mean, look at what's ahead of you. You know, nature, beautiful, beautiful deer there. Looking off into the beautiful sunset with the orange, and you know, you've got everything going for you. And if you believe in yourself, you can do anything. So that's what that's really, really, really pretty card. And really, what a great reading this is so far. All right, next would be we have the Temperance card, which, you know, maybe you started that new project and you're looking for harmony and stability and peace, and this is what's crowning your thoughts. So you're hopeful that this new project that you started, or possibly a relationship that you're in, will find peace and harmony. You're taking steps forward to, you know, to encourage that, to work towards that. Some sort of looking for peace and harmony in a situation. And just remember, you can call upon your spirit guides, the universal forces, your higher power, to help you. You're never alone. And you just have to just keep going. So it's kind of following in suit with the whole reading. All right, so let's look up what it says here for the Temperance card, just to give you a little confirmation regarding my line of thinking on it. Be patient with me, if you would, because I think I just skipped over it here. So, yeah, we have 3 dogs here. And that right there is the Chihuahua. Temperance. Found it. So, excuse me. So here's what the book says. A heavenly figure shrouded in stars carefully pours water from a golden cup of fire to a silver cup of water. Here we have the integration of opposites. Silver represents the subconscious and gold the conscious, fire and water also being opposite elements. It shows the constant flow and balance necessary to attain harmony, sometimes referred to as the alchemist. This card shows opposites being blended successfully. So, all right, this is card. This is what's about to happen, or crowning your thoughts right now. Yes, all right, so you're seeking balance and harmony in a situation. And this card here is asking for you to have patience, and definitely that you're not alone. in that it represents moderation, having patience, the ability to compromise to find satisfactory solutions, diplomacy and cooperation, and balanced emotions. It's a card of successfully integrating opposite forces, finding balance within. With harmony and compatibility, it suggests the perfect union. It can also represent a receptive environment for reconciliation to take place. If you're looking for that, then this requires balanced thoughts, balanced emotions, approaching a situation with a balanced mind, and definitely thinking ahead and being hopeful for the future. So, all right, the next card, which was incredible, it was the in the Celtic Cross style spread. It is the immediate future. We pulled the Queen of Wands, which for me means that you will be gaining. Queen of Wands is a very independent woman. She's empowered. She has positive energy. She's very nurturing. She's a mother. She can be a business owner. She can, just someone who's generally a leader. She can handle many, many, many things at once, and handle them well. In the immediate future, it says to me that you will be gaining a new independence, a new empowerment. You will feel stronger and exude positive energy and vitality, and you can look forward to romantic, productive, being a romantic situation will be productive and grow and be a healthy situation for you, if that is one of the things that you're looking at when you came to this reading for guidance on. So just very, very excellent card to have in the immediate future and what is about to happen. She symbolizes strength, love, nurturing. She's a strong woman who feels comfortable with herself, confident in herself, and knows that basically there's nothing that she can't accomplish if she puts her mind and soul and heart into it. So a very loving presence, loving presence energy to have right now. So let me just see what the book has to say about that. See how far together I am with what the book states. Being an apprentice, I don't know everything here off the top of my head, but I do have keen sense here, I believe. All right, the Queen of Wands is very beautiful, and the beauty within her loving heart, how much that she gives of herself to others. Just look at that; it all radiates outward on this woman, and that runs true to all of us, with this Queen of Wands energy, the nurturing, loving, kind, caring, but strong in her own self-worth. So that's pretty incredible for the immediate future. So the Queen of Wands has a warm, attractive personality, generally cheerful, and always busy with a number of different projects at any given time. Her home is important to her. She is loyal to and protective of family and friends, the one they can count on. Nothing is too much trouble for her. Note the fire burning in the background of this card, reminiscent of keeping the home fires burning. If this woman were to be a full-time mother, you would still find her volunteering at the school fair, ferrying others' children to and from school, and running other errands in between. She has endless energy and thrives on being busy. At work, her desk would look like a merry chaos, but she can find anything and everything. She's the one flying around the clipboard, energetic, organizing everyone else, full of ideas, cheerfully encouraging others into action. She can be quite ambitious and certainly has the energy and drive to ensure she succeeds. But because she's always so busy packing everything into her 24 hours, she can tend to lack detail, and her chaos can make her forgetful. Quantity rather than quality. But this aspect of herself is usually humorously forgiven due to her helpful and cheerful nature. Yeah. And she's got to remember, you always got to take care of yourself. And, boy, this was really very, very positive. What an upbeat reading. I'm happy to bring it to you, and I thank you for joining in. If you would please like, share, and subscribe so that you can be current and get my current readings automatically notified to you on your phone. God bless. Peace.